Hey everyone, so I just wanted to take a few minutes here. I have actually received a lot of questions about our foundation from the video that I posted the other day. So I just wanted to take a few minutes here and kind of go over those questions that I've been receiving and just explain to you a little bit more about what our foundation is and a little bit more about that, and then also just show you a really quick application so that you have an idea of what kind of coverage you can expect to receive. So this is what our foundation looks like. It is a wax-based foundation, which I know seems really scary. Wax, you think of something really thick, something that you definitely don't want to be putting onto your face. Seems a little bit scary, a little bit intimidating, but I promise you that it's not, and it's actually better for your skin, and I will tell you why. So the wax-based foundation, it sits on top of your skin as opposed to sinking down into your pores. And that is really good for people like me that have really oily skin and are super acne prone because it doesn't sink into the pores, causing buildup and, clogging up those pores and attributing to those breakouts. So it's actually helped clear up a lot of people's acne and helped, at least control it a little bit because it's not attributing to those breakouts. And when you wear makeup every single day and you are one of those people that feel like you can't leave the house without it, what are you supposed to do? So this is actually a lot better for that, especially that skin type, but it does work with any skin type at all. Dry, oily, combination. So it's, perfect for any skin type. And the foundation is 50% pigmented, which is like a huge deal. So any foundation that you typically get from like Nordstrom, Sephora, Ulta, any of those, other cosmetic companies that you might have tried, those are usually 18 to 25% or so, and this is 50%. And so what that means is that there's more pigment, less filler, and you have to use so much less product to get the coverage that you're looking to achieve, which is great because, it leads to, when you wear a lot of foundation to cover any imperfections that you have, and you have to keep layering it on to cover anything that you're trying to cover, such as like all of my acne scarring and spots from where I've picked my face, it leads to like a cakey feel or a really heavy feel. It looks heavy, it feels heavy, it looks cakey, feels cakey, and this will not do that. So because of the higher pigmentation and the higher concentration of color, it covers a lot better with a whole lot less product. So the foundation is actually designed to look and feel like skin. And so the more that you blend it, the better that it will look, the better that it will feel. It's so lightweight that you can put this on and basically forget about it. You don't even know that it's there. You don't need touch-ups throughout the day. It's long wearing. Like I said, does not clog your pores. So it's, really great in a lot of different aspects. And it can be applied so many different ways. So if you prefer like a liquid foundation or like more of a BB cream consistency, you can actually mix it with like a moisturizer or with like a facial oil, and you can turn it into more of a liquid or, a sheer BB cream kind of finish, and so it will help to cover. The pigment will still cover, but you get that consistency that you're looking for as opposed to just, a wax. And so just really quickly, I like to use our buffer brush, and what you'll do is you'll just swirl that a couple times into the foundation, and then you will just gently swirl it right over your face. So it's super easy, and like I said, a little bit goes a long way. So you just start lightly swirling it over your skin, and it does a great job of covering because of that pigmentation. And as you can see, it's already starting to cover, and it gives you almost like an airbrushed finish, which if you've ever worn airbrush makeup, it looks clean. It looks even, it evens out your skin tone, it looks natural, it looks smooth, so it looks like it's like smooth out your skin, and that's basically what this does. So you can see just lightly swirling it right over my skin, and it's already pretty much covered all of the spots that I have from being a complete impulsive picker. So I'm one of those people that if, a zit pops up, I will sit there and pick it until it is gone, knowing full well that it's just going to make it worse and look worse in the end. But my husband gets so mad at me because I know the outcome, but I do it anyway. So, as you can see, it covers my under eye circles. And I didn't use any concealer today just because I wanted to show you the coverage of just the foundation alone. But, you know, I'll often spot treat with a concealer prior to applying my foundation just to help cover, you know, a little bit of extra coverage on some of those spots. But as you can see, you really almost don't need it. And so our foundation will help to even out your skin tone. It will help to cover basically anything that you're looking to cover. So it'll cover any hyperpigmentation, acne scarring, breakouts, sunspots, aging spots. It'll take care of all of that for you. And another thing that I've been hearing a lot of lately is, you know, I'm looking for a really good foundation and I have found a few things that I like, but they're just not quite it. So, you know, I went to the makeup counter and they matched me and it looked perfect. And then I got into the car or I got home and I looked in the mirror and I thought, oh my gosh, what happened? Because it no longer matches, it doesn't look right, it, you know, has turned orange, my face looks orange. Why is that? Because it looked perfect. Well, most foundations will actually oxidize. And when they do that, they darken. And so the shade that you put on your face is not what you end up with. And it often also turns like an orangey color, giving that more orangey appearance, which is not desirable, obviously. And so the great thing about this foundation is that it doesn't oxidize. It will not oxidize. I mean, if you have a drier skin type, that oxidation will happen worse on, like, it'll stick almost to the patchier, drier patches of your skin. And so it'll look really uneven, doesn't look good. So if you have a foundation that you're using that you like and that you think, you know, goes on and applies perfectly and looks really good for, you know, a few minutes until it dries, that's oxidation. And so what's really nice about this foundation is that whatever color we match you to and whatever you apply to your face is the color that will stay. So you don't have to worry about the darkening or looking orange or looking unnatural. So there you can see the coverage is just completely incredible. So without any concealer or anything, it's covered my spots, my under eye circles. And this foundation is designed to look and to feel like skin. So the more that you blend it, the better that it feels, the lighter that it feels, and the more skin-like that it'll actually look. So it'll look completely natural, almost like you're not even wearing anything. You just have really, really great skin. So then after I've blended that completely with the brush, I am going to take our Blenderful, and this is our beauty blending sponge, and I've wet it. So you want to wet it because it helps to distribute the product better and also makes it so that it will pick up any extra product. You can actually use the Blenderful to apply the foundation, which I do sometimes, and you can use it dry as well, but you'll use more product and it will be a much heavier, not heavier, but a much fuller coverage. So it'll give you a fuller coverage if that's what you prefer, what you like anyway. So you just gently pat this all over your face, and you can see it will pick up any of the extra product. This poor Blenderful is like on its last leg, but my new one isn't here yet, so we'll make it work. So like I said, this will just basically pick up any extra product and it will distribute it to places that may need a little bit more and just completely even out the foundation. And so there you go. So you can see the coverage is amazing. Looks completely smooth. It's evened out my skin tone completely, covered all of my spots, my acne scarring, any of the darker spots on my face. So if you have any questions at all, or if you would like a color match or would like to figure out what shade would best fit your skin, please, please, please reach out and let me know. And I would be so happy to talk to you and try to figure out, you know, what would work best for you. So that's all I have for today, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.